Seconds away, round one.
First, and his opponent.
That's the one. Okay. Alright, ready? Are you ready? Awesome. Franko, are you ready? Spartan, are you ready now? And now we're ready. Bring it up! Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, on commentary here's Fabulance Lance Adams, and a special guest with us is AJ Murtaugh, the Scene.
Indeed, I'm here. I hope I didn't cause too much of a scene with my emotional comeback in the ring.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yes. Well, we've got a beautiful match ahead of us tonight, Fabulance.
Yeah, up in the ring we got right now Jack Franko and Spartan. Hell of a match to start off the night with. Jack Franko, one of the youngest, most athletic guys in New Zealand wrestling at the moment, but Spartan, extremely well travelled all over the world, has gone to the UK recently won a massive title over at IPW.
Yes.
He's a hell of an opponent for Franko.
Yeah, and Franco's having a hell of a time dealing with the Spartan right now. Match like this is going to give Franco a world of experience, but it's also going to give him a world of hurt.
The thing is, I mean, with a match like this, the traditional wrestling rounds match, as much as Spartan's got the experience, as Spartan's got a lot of the power and the technical ability over Franco just needs to get a surprise pinfall twice, and he can get a surprise upset against Spartan. Spartan really needs to be on his guard.
Indeed he does.
I mean, you know, you can be beaten at any time by any person who gets a lucky shot on you. And with a rounds match, your opponent's got multiple times to get that lucky shot. I tell you what, getting a lucky shot on a guy like Spartan, who is so technically sound, so powerful, is very, very hard to take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're in the ropes there now. It's going to break a hole.
We're deep in now into our first fall. First round, I should say, and so far both of these men just really feeling each other out, getting through the technical game, and Spartan really seems to be dominating this. We've gone from a target in the arm and now going for a very nice looking waistlock. Jack managing to counter out of it though.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can't doubt the tenacity of Franco. He's going to keep fighting, he's going to keep coming at Spartan.
Yeah, he is. He's a tough guy. He's a fast guy. But I tell you what, Spartan, people often overlook him as being a power guy and a speed guy. But I tell you what, his technical game is on point. Probably one of the best in the country at the moment.
Absolutely, and we're almost inside the last minute of this round.
Big shoulder block.
Absolutely.
I'd say that talking about the power game of Spartan there, we just saw it right there.
1 minute remains in the round. 1 minute.
Spartan letting Franco out of the corner after almost getting right to the end of the referee's count.
Indeed, and it's who's going to get that first fall is going to have a huge advantage.
And you're right, that first fall is a massive psychological boost for you. If either of these men get that first fall, straight away they know they need only one more lucky shot in order to win the whole match. And Franco really seems to be playing right into Spartan's game. You know, Spartan seems to be wanting to wrestle a technical match tonight, and Franco doesn't seem to be trying to get out of that technical game.
Yeah, I think he may want to change things up, focus on the speed rather than technical.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about these rounds, it lets you reassess your strategy, see how it's working for you, and I think Franco's going to need this break in order to reassess what he's up to right now.
2, 3.
And there we have it, the end of the first round. No falls. But we're ending it with a decisive shot there from Spartan with that big shot. Maybe a little bit of a dirty tactic there from Spartan there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he deliberately did that after the bell.
Well, I hope he did, personally. You know how I feel about professional wrestling and dirty tactics.
I don't know if Spartan would do that deliberately.
No, he certainly doesn't have the, let's say the intelligent fortitude to do that.
In saying that, though, we've seen a bit of a darker side from Spartan recently, and Kartik, the last time we were in action back at the end of 2023, was almost laying a bit of an accusation there on Spartan that he was responsible for some of the backstage attacks we've had recently. So maybe we are seeing a bit of a darker time here from Spartan, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he's currently doing press-ups in the ring.
And we're here now, we're into the second fall of the match. The second round of the match, I should say, sorry.
That's right. He'll test his strength.
And it looks like, I don't know, Franco right again, going back to the technical game on Spartan.
Load him in. It's how unusual it's got to be for New Zealand wrestlers competing on a night like this, because this is not the norm.
Yeah, traditional rounds used to be the way of doing things, and if you go into England, it's extremely common over there.
Yeah.
Which is maybe where some of the advantage for Spartan's coming from.
Oh, absolutely.
But as you said, it's not something you see very often. And I've wrestled a rounds match once before. I don't know if you have.
No.
it's-
I unfortunately have not.
It's a very difficult match to win. You've really got to be watching not only what your opponent's doing, but really keeping an eye on the time as well. So your attention is split so many different ways. Psychologically, this can be a really hard match to win.
Absolutely, we are coming up to the 1 minute mark in this round. Still 4 minutes left to go.
It seems like
In round 2.
Franco's trying to get in. It seems like he's in his own head right there, taking a bit of a breather, trying to get the fans on board, and maybe using the fans as a bit of a distraction there for Spartan. Again, going straight for that cheap shot with a kick to the gut.
But man, strikes may be what he needs to do against Spartan.
Well, I don't know if I'd want to trade strikes. I don't know if I'd want to trade strikes with Spartan, but I tell you what, trading a technical game with him sure as hell isn't working.
I don't think I'd want to trade cards with Spartan. This guy's a beast.
I wouldn't even want to trade Pokemon cards with Spartan.
Whoa.
He's a powerful man.
That's a big call.
But Franko seems to have a bit of a strategy here. He keeps going back for that headlock, and maybe the strategy here is just to exhaust Spartan, get him to keep countering out of this move.
Yeah. I mean, you control the head, you control the body.
Yeah, you can do a lot of damage. People overlook the headlock, but you're squeezing on someone's head. It can really do some damage to your jaw and your ability to breathe. But, I don't know if Franko was trying to jump over Spartan there.
Yeah, maybe a leapfrog, but I think Spartan literally used his head there. And now he's just going to go after that leg.
I mean, we've seen Spartan use the spear before. I don't think we've seen him spear a person's leg.
No. First time for everything.
And it looks like the match has evolved from the technical game to much more of a much more brutal striking game. And
heavy suplex there.
And it looks like it's happening against Franco's will. We're just saying Franko needs to evolve the match a little bit, and it certainly isn't by his doing. But Franco's still having the wherewithal to get to the bottom rope. At the end of the day, this is still a wrestling match. The ropes still break a hold. And Spartan is smelling blood in the water. He is going straight for that leg. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know if that was Spartan's deliberate tactic to go for the leg there. Spartan has evolved his game straight away as soon as he sensed a weakness.
That's what made Spartan so successful all these years.
He's such a dangerous competitor. He can evolve and move through his match so quickly and move his strategy depending on how his opponent goes so fast.
And he's a multiple-time champion to boot. I mean, Maniacs, New Zealand Tag Team Wrestling Champion.
Yeah.
He's held the Hughes Academy Championship. Current IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Champion. I mean, he's at the peak of his career.
Yeah, the man's held titles everywhere he's gone.
Exactly. And Franco's just at the start of his career. He wants very much to set a pace and make a statement.
And tell you what, if you want to make a statement, Spartan's the guy to make a statement against. If you can beat Spartan, that is one hell of a statement.
Yeah, and look at this. This could be a statement right now.
Franko really firing up there. Going for a massive drop kick. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to be doing with an injured leg.
He got all of it, though. Just a one count, though.
But still, I mean, that's the first time we've seen Franko go for a fall.
1 minute remains in the round. 1 minute.
That's the first time we've seen Franko go for a fall on Spartan. So psychologically for Spartan now, he knows he's on the ropes a little bit.
Yes. Figuratively and literally.
Oh, well, we saw Spartan chop Franko, chop him inside out right at the end of round 1, and it looks like Franko is going to deal it back to him for round 2. But I mean, we know we've got less than a minute now of round 2, and Franko isn't going for the win.
Matter of fact,
we're not seeing a lot of
20 seconds remaining.
And you think at this point in the match, you see a bit of desperation from Franko, really trying to get that first fall.
Yeah, Franko getting that shoulder up.
Going for that big suplex, but
just one.
The beating that that Franko's taken so far was a little bit slow getting to that cover. Now we are the end of the second round. And again, part of the change in strategy that you have to do for a rounds match, Franko was securely on top at this point. He was dealing the offense against Spartan, and straight away Spartan's now sort of escaped from that offense, gives Spartan some time to recover and come back on top. You're basically wrestling singles match after singles match after singles match with a reset after each one, and that's such a hard strategy. And here we go, straight into round 3. And yeah, you get your time to catch your breath back, but the adrenaline is flowing through you when you're wrestling, and if you stop for a minute to get your breath back at the end of a round, all of those injuries and all of those little niggles, you suddenly start feeling them. And you can see Franko now limping a little bit.
Yep.
Sort of screaming a little bit when he's putting his knee down. He's really dealing with an injury at this point. And Spartan is seeming to take the third fall a little bit light. Playing some games with Franko there and then picking the leg straight away with him.
Enziguri, I don't know how much of it he got.
I think Franko saw that leg attack coming a mile away. Maybe he was hamming it up a little bit for Spartan. Lured in that. Enziguri took Spartan off his feet.
Spartan back in control.
Well, as you said, I don't know if he got all of it, and maybe it wasn't enough to stun Spartan. Oh, what a massive scoop slam. And I thought we were going to see Franko go back into control after that Enziguri. But it looks like Spartan's powered through it.
I think what we really saw was Franko go back into the mat.
Oh, that's part of his spine certainly did.
Yeah.
And again, going into the third fall, and Spartan is firmly in control.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would give the first round, if we were scoring on points, to Spartan. Second round I'd give to Spartan as well, but the end there, Franko made a good account to give himself.
And that's the heartbreaking thing about the end of that round, is Franko was really starting to get some momentum behind him, really starting to fire up.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the bell rings, gives Spartan that ability to get back in control, and that shin breaker from Spartan.
Yeah, you give Spartan an inch, he's going to take a mile in there.
He absolutely will, and how experienced this man is. If he has an opportunity to get back in control, he'll take it. Franko screaming in pain. Franko, that might have been a good place to just lay on your back, get a fall against you, and recover that leg for a little bit. You kick out, sure, you're still in the match, but you've got Spartan on control. He's going to do more damage to that leg. These stomps are vicious. Right to the side of the ribs, really stopping Franko getting his win back. Oh, and again, one of those big chops.
Chop.
Franko still fighting back though, ducking those lines. Oh, going for a big crossbody, taking
This could be 1, 2.
Oh, that is such a close fall there from Franko.
Yeah, Franko's best shot so far.
It is, and if he wants to get the first fall, he needs to stay on Spartan now. He's got Spartan stunned. Big suplex, but the damage done to his ribs and the damage done to his legs. Franko's struggling he's struggling to get covers. Had he gotten that cover quickly on that big suplex, he might have gotten the first fall. And going for a modified famouser at that point, taking Spartan down. Driving Spartan's head right into the mat, forehead first. And again, such a close fall at that point. Franko, again, the damage done to him. He was so slow getting to that pinfall. If he'd been a little bit faster, you saw Spartan clutching at the head. He might have actually gotten the fall at that point. But Spartan! Oh! We saw Franko deliver an Enziguri, and there's one from Spartan. And I think he got all of it there. Franko looks unconscious.
Oh, no.
Oh! Maybe Franko was playing games at this point.
Oh!
God! The first fall in the third round goes to Jack Franko.
As a result of that pinfall, the third round has come to its end.
And Franko has the first fall. He only needs one more fall to win. And you saw he didn't get that fall through brutality and power. He got it through tactics.
Exactly.
Franko played a little bit of possum, lured Spartan in, and straight away with a roll-up.
Yeah, but can he do it again is the big question.
Well, he only needs to do it once. Spartan needs to do it twice.
Exactly.
And Spartan at this point, he knows he's in danger. Look at the look on his face. He is, I don't want to say
annoyed.
panicking, but he's not happy. Oh my God! And you can tell he's not happy with that vicious clothesline.
Full on scoop and
It's the modified TKO.
that's got to be it. No. Only two, says referee Matt
I
Rhodes.
thought that was going to be the fastest end to a fall of all time.
I was just kidding. I knew his name the whole time.
He'll be heartbroken if you didn't. We see Spartan, maybe he was playing a couple of games with Franko in those first 3 falls. This is some heavy-duty aggression that we're seeing out of Spartan. He is staying on the offense. That big TKO, I thought that was the end of Franko for the 4th fall, but Spartan now is just delivering the punishment.
I think Spartan may just crush him to death, but Franko in. Up and over.
Wow, what we said earlier though, Franko is a tough competitor, and when he can take a lot of offense. Oh my God, what a knee!
And give a lot of offense too.
Oh my God! I have never seen Spartan deliver a spear like that. And we are tied up 1 apiece.
That pinfall concludes that round.
That spear from Spartan. My God. He almost cut Franko in half with that.
Yeah, incredible.
And we're going in for the 5th round now.
Yeah, I believe so. Round 5.
And Franko can't even get to his feet at the end of the 4th round after that.
Tied up 1 fall apiece though.
1 fall apiece, and Spartan is obviously feeling confident. He's almost geared up in the position that he takes when he's delivering the spear. I think we're going to see a hyper-aggressive Spartan at this point. Franko's getting that surprise fall in the 3rd round seems to have awoken something in Spartan, awoken a bit of aggressiveness that he was holding back.
For sure.
And maybe Spartan was looking at playing a gentleman's game in the first 3 rounds, but this match is quickly devolving into something different. Look at the hatred on both of these men's face. I thought they were... Beginning of the match, it looked like they were playing a little bit of a friendly game with each other, but these two this match is devolving. And just absolutely throwing some haymakers at this point. Oh, but Franko was keeping up with Spartan. Oh my God.
I felt that chop.
Oh, and Franko delivers. Oh, but what a kick. That was
Kick
to the
completely took Franko out of it.
It looked like to the side of the jaw.
Referee's
Franko.
checking on him.
I don't know why Spartan didn't go for a pinfall at that point. That could have easily been his winning fall.
Yeah. A rare slip up by Spartan.
And maybe it's not a slip up. Maybe Spartan wants to set an example here for Franko after getting that surprise pinfall and maybe shoving him a little bit. But Spartan might be getting a little bit pissed off at Franko at this point. He's clearly got something planned for Franko at this point, setting him up in the corner.
Yep.
Franko.
I don't think it's a late Christmas present.
Well, not for Franko anyway. Spartan argue. Oh my God! And what a cannonball! The whiplash that Franko's got to be feeling.
Spartan letting these fans get on him, that's uncharacteristic.
Yeah, normally Spartan doesn't really interact with the fans as much. He's a little bit more jovial with them. He seems to be a little bit more disrespectful with them. That's what I'm saying. We're seeing a little bit more of an aggressive Spartan than we normally see at this point.
Yeah.
Franko might have awoken something in Spartan. And here is clearly Spartan toying with Franko, going back to the leg.
Well, you know, I've been telling Spartan for years he's up the aggression. He often comes to me for counsel and advice. So
I'm sure he does.
looks like it's paying off.
He's certainly getting advice from someone. It's certainly paying off. And Spartan going back to that target, going back to that weakness on the left leg of Franko. Oh my God, Spartan using the experience and the ring generalmanship of Spartan there, really just using the ropes to deal offense to Franko.
Out of character, but effective. I like it.
Wow, exactly, yeah.
It's my style.
You can't fault the strategy, but The character might be a little bit outside of what we normally see from Spartan, but Franko firing back. He is not willing to lay down.
Well,
oh, again, going back to that drop kick.
right to the sternum of the Spartan as well. That's going to
gonna
mess up your
say,
airflow.
That went straight to the midsection. That can drive the wind straight out of you. Doesn't matter how powerful you are. Doesn't matter how fast you are. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. And Franko now keeping the offense on the Spartan. And this is what Franko needs to be doing.
Yeah.
Getting on top of Spartan and staying on top of him. Don't give Spartan a chance to get his breath back.
Bulldog, but he's taken too long with the cover.
He is, and there's been a weakness for Franko. Oh! We almost had our third fall at that point. And what an upset would have been if Franko had gotten the second fall definitively on Spartan. But Franko, the beating he has been taking so far, he is slow to his feet.
1 minute remains in this round. 1 minute.
And hearing a call like that, you know you've got 1 minute, you know the damage you've taken, you've got to get that win. That has got to do so much for you. He's got to be feeling desperation at this point, Franko. I know Franko was going for a big super kick at that point, but clearly the investment that Spartan has made into that leg has paid off. And Spartan has that single leg Boston Crab in deep for Franko. Franko wants to get to the rope. He's got to not only power through the pain, but drag Spartan's weight.
Yeah,
and Spartan's a big man.
Yeah, and Spartan's got a backside to backside. Just from a purely balance point of view, that's the best place to be. It's very hard to straighten your leg when someone's over top of you like that.
Well, exactly, yeah. It's an interesting strategy. Normally you'd want to be standing a little bit up, squatting down on a Boston Crab, and that gets you a lot of the leverage to attack the leg in the back. But Spartan knows if he basically sits on Franko, he can't get to the ropes.
End of the round.
And I tell you what, that was probably the only thing that could save Franko at that point, was you ringing the bell.
One more.
We're now going into the 6th round. This match is getting into the deep waters, but I'm not entirely sure if Franko can even stand.
This will be the 6th and final round in this match.
And this might be the last round, but it could be a short round. I don't know if Franko can stand. He certainly had to use the ropes to get to his feet.
Yeah.
And Spartan has got to be feeling confident at this point.
Ring the bell!
And the referee can call it any time.
And Spartan going straight for that leg. Spartan is not wanting to be paid by the hour for this last fall, going straight back to where he finished. The 5th fall on, going straight into a submission hold. And this, as we just saw there, it's such a dangerous hold to be in. Not only is Spartan wrenching on your leg so you can tap out, if you pass out for a little bit from the pain, you could get pinned, technically.
Yeah, 100%. And Spartan knows that.
And that's what we're talking about, that technical game that Spartan's learned over in the UK and has been bringing to the force in New Zealand. It really seems to be working for him. It worked for him in the first 2 rounds, and now he's obviously going back to it for the 6th round.
And ducks the line. The second attempt.
And that has got to be a desperation lariat there from Franko. Sure, he got Spartan down, but Franko has been slow to capitalize on this momentum.
The lariats that Franko is throwing are hurting Franko.
Well, the thing is, if you want to throw an effective lariat, a lot of the power doesn't come from your arms, it comes from your legs. You've got to push off almost like a boxer's punch. And if Franko can't push off that back foot because his left foot's injured, he's not going to get as much power as he could, or it's going to take him longer to recover. Oh! But Franko there sacrificing the leg a little bit to get a big heel kick on to Spartan. And it looks like the adrenaline is surging for Franko, going straight back up. Oh, the big rolling clothesline on a Spartan.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what he was going for, but it worked anyway.
I thought he might have been going for a flatliner at that
Yeah,
point.
that's what I think he was going for as well. But
I tell you what, if you can get your opponent off the feet, then hell, it's good offense.
the only reason he didn't pull off that flatliner is because he had so much momentum, and that momentum went straight through Spartan. Oh!
Speaking of momentum going through someone.
That was just a dead-end stop
It
for
was. And
Franko.
straight to the midsection. That is going to prevent you from breathing and getting your recovery.
Oh.
I think Spartan was looking to talk some trash there to Franko, but as we've said already, Franko is a tough opponent, and he is not willing to take that. Oh, almost a brainbuster there from Spartan. Again, the viciousness that we're seeing out of Spartan is unlike what we normally see from him. And
Absolutely.
Spartan going straight back to that leg. He almost got this in the fifth fall, and straight back onto this Boston Crab. And you can see they're sitting on Franko, so sure you get a little bit less leverage.
That's it.
Heartbreakingly, Franko taps out. Your winner of the match, Spartan! As you can see, Frank, the technical gifts there from Spartan. He might not have been getting the leverage on the Boston Crab by sitting on Franko, but Franko knew full well he could not get to the ropes. And we had 2.5 minutes left on that fall. I'm not sure Franko could have lasted for 2.5 minutes in that Boston Crab.
Well, I don't think it could have lasted 2.5 seconds longer in that half Boston Crab.
It was
Now what's this?
it was nasty. And
Smack him in the face, Spartan.
I don't know what we're seeing from. I don't know if he's offering his hand to Franko. Yeah. Well, we saw this match break down into some viciousness, but it looks like Franko and Spartan are still friends. And Franko might have come out on the losing end, but what a showing he had against Spartan. Getting the first
absolutely.
fall on Spartan, surprisingly, and Franko weathered everything Spartan had to offer. Franko, you might have lost tonight, but
Yeah,
you sure as hell made a statement.
Get out of the ring.